You probably noticed it without ever naming it. Every morning, every evening, every time you open the gate, the same hen reaches you first. The others come too, eventually, but she is always ahead, always at your boots before the rest of the flock has even rounded the corner of the run. Most people see this and think one of two things. She is hungrier, or she is the leader. Both of those answers are too simple. The real reason a single hen reaches you first, day after day, is something more interesting. It involves personality, hierarchy, attention, and a kind of decision-making that researchers have only recently begun to map in the domestic chicken. Here is what nobody tells you. The hen who reaches you first is not racing, she is performing a role. And that role is one she has earned, one she has chosen, and one she will not give up easily. It will change the way you look at every chicken in your yard. Welcome back. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, because what you're about to learn will change the way you look at every chicken in your yard. Today we're going to walk through 7 things that explain why one hen always reaches you first. What the science says about chicken personality, why hierarchy is only part of the answer, and the quiet work the front runner is doing every time she meets you at the gate. Stay with me until the end, because the last point is the one most viewers never put together, and it changes how you understand the bond between you and her. Number 1. She has a different personality from the rest of your flock. The first thing to know is that hens have personalities. This is no longer a question. Researchers in animal cognition and applied animal behavior science have, over the last 20 years, documented stable individual differences in domestic chickens that meet every criterion psychologists use for personality in vertebrates: boldness, exploration, sociability, fearfulness. Each of these traits varies hen to hen, persists across years, and predicts behavior in new situations. The hen who reaches you first scores high on the bold explorer end of that spectrum. She is the one who will always try a new feeder first, the one who will always be the first to step onto unfamiliar ground, the one who will lead the flock to new shade in summer, not because she is hungry, because she is wired that way. Pay attention to that. She has not been doing this since yesterday. She has been doing it her whole life. Number 2, her hierarchy position is not what you think. The instinct to assume the front runner is the alpha hen is widespread, and it is often wrong. Pecking order is real. Schelderup Eber documented it in 1921, and a century of research has confirmed it. But the alpha hen is not always the boldest hen. In many flocks, the alpha is older, calmer, and more conservative. She does not need to reach the human first. She knows the food will arrive. The bold hen, by contrast, is often middle-ranked, confident enough to lead from the front, but not so high-ranked that she can afford to wait. Researchers at the University of Bristol have shown that the relationship between hierarchy and front-runner behavior is more nuanced than older studies assume. The hen who reaches you first is often the second or third hen in the flock, the one with the most to gain from arriving early and the personality to do it, not random. Strategy. Number 3. She has learned the precise sound of your arrival. The third thing she has, the thing the slower hens do not have to the same degree, is precision. She has learned, over weeks and months, the exact sequence of sounds that means you are coming: the car door, the screen door, the footstep on a particular stone, the metallic note of the gate latch. By the time the slower hens have processed that something is happening, she is already moving. Researchers have documented that domestic chickens form remarkably specific sound event associations and respond to them faster than untrained observers expect. The University of Bristol's welfare indicator work treats this kind of precise auditory anticipation as a sign of high cognitive engagement with a given environment. She is engaged with you in a way the others are not. That is what reaching you first costs and reflects. Number 4. She has built a faster route in her head. If you watched her path on a map, you would see something interesting. Her route to you is not always the most direct. It is the most efficient, given the obstacles in your particular yard. She has learned which side of the coop is fastest. She has learned which corner the hens cluster at. She has learned the shortcut around the dust pile. Stay with me here, because this one is going to feel remarkable. Researchers studying spatial cognition in domestic chickens have shown that hens build mental maps of their environments and use those maps to plan paths. The hen who reaches you first has the best map. She has been building it for as long as she has lived in your yard. Number 5. She has a stake in the role. Here is something most chicken keepers have never stopped to consider. Being the first hen at the human is, itself, a position, a status, a claim. The hen who reaches you first gets first access to scattered feed, first access to fresh water, first access to anything novel you bring with you. Over time, that small daily advantage compounds. She is in better condition. She is slightly heavier. She has more energy to invest in being first the next day. Researchers have shown that small, repeated advantages in feeding access produce significant individual differences in body condition and reproductive success in domestic chickens. The frontrunner is not just demonstrating personality, she is reaping the dividend of her own behavior. And she is unlikely to give that dividend up to a competitor. Number 6. She has read your body every time. Watch the hen who reaches you first, and you will notice she does not arrive with her head down. She arrives looking up. She is checking something specific in your face, your posture, your hands. Hens recognize human faces. The long line of work led by Christine Nicol and others has confirmed this, and they read body language with surprising precision. She is asking, in the small attention of those first seconds, whether today is a treat day or a non-treat day, whether you are calm or hurried, whether the gate is opening for feeding or for something else. She is gathering information. The other hens are coming for the food. She is coming for the data first and then for the food. Number 7. She is, in some quiet way, your hen. This is the one most people never put together. The hen who reaches you first is the hen who has chosen to be near you more than any other hen in the flock. She has chosen, again and again, in small daily increments, to step into your gravity. Researchers have documented stable preferential bonds between domestic hens and individual humans, and those bonds are not symmetrical across the flock. One hen forms a closer attachment than the others. That hen is, in a way that the science is only beginning to articulate, your hen. The Cherokee, the Egyptians, and the Greeks all said something about the hen who arrives first, that she is the one who will know you longest. None of that folklore was invented out of nothing. It was generations of patient human observation seeing what cognitive science has only confirmed in the last 20 years. A hen is capable of preference. A hen is capable of attachment. A hen is capable, in her own measured way, of choosing. I am not going to tell you that you matter to her the way she might matter to a fellow hen. Science simply hasn't finished asking about that. But I am going to tell you that the hen who reaches you first has every day for as long as she has known you made the same small decision in your favor. You are not alone in feeling that way. Don't explain it away. The yard you look at out your window is not a passive scene. It is a place where one specific hen, bold, alert, slightly heavier, slightly faster, slightly more attentive than the rest, has organized her entire morning around the moment your boots reach the grass. She has done that today. She did it yesterday. She will probably do it tomorrow. You have been living next to a quiet form of preference like that for years without knowing the full shape of it. Now you know. Tell me in the comments, what is the name of your front-runner hen, and how long has she been the one who arrives first? I read every one. Some of the stories this community has shared have stayed with me long after I read them. I'll see you in the next one.